Hey everybody, we are back in Mammoth and made it up here with our lumber. A little wet, no snow on the ground to speak of, so we're gonna do some driving around and check on some jobs and we'll see how it goes. That cloud line is pretty interesting, how it's hugging right there at that low elevation. Well, it kind of looks a little bit like Christmas. Definitely not like last year at this time. A little bit of snow in the hills, and it's kind of socked in with the clouds. Like I said, it's 37 degrees here in town, so no danger of anything sticking really right now. Home again. Here we are. Sadie and Bud gonna go explore their territory. Looks like this stuff all rode really nice. Tight, everything's still, oh yeah, still nice and tight there. Nice and tight there. Another safe trip to Mammoth. Ooh, this is a mess. Not what I want to see, because the dogs are gonna make a huge mess on the floor. You guys go potty. Looks like the old John Deere's all chained up. We were having a little issue with the starter on it, or not the starter, but it was, they pressure washed the engine really good. And then after they did that, the darn thing didn't want to start up right. So Mike went through it and got some contact cleaner. We thought, it's got brand new fuel filters on it, all of that. So got the contact cleaner out and basically pulled all the connections apart and gave it a good contact cleaning. Got it all plugged in too, but got it. And after he did that, he said it fires right up now. So that's a little peace of mind. I was getting worried about that. I was really getting worried about that thing not wanting to start and thinking about having to have Isaac come back up and help us figure it out. Last year it had a fuel rail issue, and I think that was just due to a bad filter, and it had a rigged up fuel pump on it and stuff like that. Somebody was just doing whatever they could to keep it running. We took all that stuff off and went back, everything stock, put new filters, everything, and the thing's run like a champ ever since. So yeah, all we got left to really make it nice is we got to replace that front glass. It's got some cracks in it, and I definitely want to get that done sooner than later, before so the guys, when they want to film and stuff from inside, we don't gotta chase around that crack. So I know I told you guys I was gonna get the blade on this thing, and I am gonna get it on there. Sadie, what are you doing? Are you happy to be back in Mammoth? Yeah, she's happy. Bud's over here crunching on something.
Making a bunch of racket. Yeah.
Sadie. Very odd. Those clouds were low, and now like we're in them. We're in the clouds. It's like fog. A bit odd for December in Mammoth, for sure. We'll see you guys in the morning. Doing some chain modifications here. I cut a few links off so they fit a little tighter. Got these back on the cat here. I do a little trimming of that little piece down there. Put the little tensioners on. This one's all done. Even got the new light on. Lights in here. Looking good. So we've been having some issues with the John Deere not wanting to start. It started happening after we did a little pressure washing in this area, and I'm assuming that we're gonna have some water or something in some electrical plugs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a lot of these plugs that are around in here. I'm gonna pull them all out, and I'm gonna spray some of this in here and see if that fixes it. Let's see what one of them looks like here. So I'm gonna start with this big one here. Let me see, get in here. Hard to do with one hand. Oh yeah, that's definitely got some black oil and stuff in there. Let's see. Let that dry out. Spray some of these other ones and let's see what it does. So I went ahead and took that one, that one, that one, that one. The other one down there. The big one. That one had quite a bit of like oily stuff in it. Another one over there. Took them all out, sprayed them all out. And now we're gonna see moment of truth. See if we can get her fired up. Hopefully it'll work. Come over here. Come on. Fired right up. She's working. All right, so we got the backup cameras. Scoot around here. Check it out over here. Oh yeah. We got backup footage. Turn her off. She goes off with the key. We're good. We're all good. All good. All right. Well, we made it back to Ben's garage. So, going over some chains right now, and we had to replace a few of these link sections because they were pretty worn, and yeah, so we're getting these all dialed in, ready to go for some snow.
All right, I got my panels loaded up. I'm on my way to the mountain. Get this unloaded and get the handrails put up. Be a nice day. Got them loaded on the cat. Gonna take this big thing all the way up there. It's gonna be a sweet. We're all getting this strapped up, and on our way we go. And we're on our way. Taking our trucks up there. That stand right there. Everything's strapped up on the cat. It's making its way up there. I'm making my way up there. Hopefully I make it. It'll be kind of embarrassing if I don't. But yeah, on our way. Beautiful, beautiful day. All right, we're on our way. In the cat. Ready to go. This is pretty cool. I've never been in one of these. In our way up the mountain. That one got stuck. We're pushing with this one. The ride is getting a little bumpy. Ugh. Ow. That one hurt a little bit.
I don't know if we're gonna be going up now either.
We're stuck.
Yep.
We're not moving. It's trying. Come on. Nope. One more time. Ooh. You can see right there we're trying to push. Got a little stuck. Uh-oh. Oh.
Hold on.
Bam! That was the impact. It's gonna hold our pose.
Got some little tracks here. That's not Sadie and Bud. It looks smaller. Something smaller. Yeah, definitely smaller. You see the tracks going out this way. Beautiful out here this morning. Definitely a little bit of a white Christmas coming towards us here. Definitely just a very little amount of snow. You know, it was about an inch last night, maybe 2. What are you guys doing? Where are you guys headed? Yeah.
What's up, YouTube?
Yeah, you can see it sticking to the trees a bit. Owen and Elliot are getting started for the day. I got to go get dressed and get on my way as well. One thing I've been wanting to do here, we ordered a top for this, so I know some people have mentioned that. We didn't have one. We made it to the summer with just plywood, which works just fine, but now that it's getting colder, we need something to insulate. But this particular location right here for the spa, we end up getting a lot of shedding on the roof and stuff. It's always been like that. Just a bad location to put it. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to put a ledger across here, and I'm gonna build out a patio cover that extends out about 12 feet out to where these big round cutoffs are. And we are going to have a little cover. So I want to try and get that done in the next week and a half, 2 weeks before we get any substantial snow. I got some logs over here, so I'm going to do an authentic, you know, matching kind of the way the house looks. So we'll do our posts, our pillars, our 2 pillars out of log, maybe even our cross member beam. If I can find a log that's a little bit larger in diameter than these, I'll use that as well for the cross member. So yeah, gonna be working on that, and should be pretty cool. So I got the guys all lined out. We're gonna use these logs for some verticals. The other ones are for our swing. And then I want to incorporate these slabs of cutoffs. So what I'm going to do, and I think it's a cool idea, you guys let me know what you think, but I'm going to pour that footing, about a 12 by 12 square concrete. And what I'm going to do, it's going to stick up about 5-6 inches, or, you know, similar to the same height as the log here. And I'll probably go with the shorter one with that height, and then this one will be down a little, because I want to basically take the chainsaw and cut a square in the log and slide it right down over the top of the concrete before I put these posts on. I think that's just going to make a real cool aesthetic to this little spa cover. So that's what we're going to try and do. I got all the measurements for everything. We're going to order up some ledger, pull off that siding, start there, get our siding off the 2 pieces, just those 2 pieces below there, tuck a piece of metal up underneath, mount that ledger. We'll SDS it to each stud very well, and then we're going to build this little 12-foot cover out over the spa. And of course we got to pour our 2 concrete footings, which are going to be 24 inch by 24 inch, just to hold this little 12-footer. Be more than enough, and that's going to be super cool. Sadie, you gonna do your famous snow roll for your YouTube fans? Come on. Well, it looks like Mike got our firewood holder all fixed. That's cool. You can see we got a little bit on the ground. It's not anything to write home about, that's for certain. Just a very little light amount here, and it's not enough really even to go out, so it's 2 inches. But we're gonna go, we're supposed to be pouring some concrete today, so I'm gonna go look at that job and see actually how bad that is. We may have to push that to tomorrow, just depending on how much snow. That's a little higher up there on Forest Trail, so They probably got a little more snow up there. And let's go check a look. Take a little drive up to the top here. You can see it's a little heavier just right up here on top than it is down at the house. Just want to double check over here at Laverne and make sure everything's taken care of for Maverick construction. Looks pretty good. Everything's covered. All that's covered over there. I think we're in pretty good shape. I might touch up right there. Just make sure that's all protected. Maybe get the staple gun out and reattach that, but I think we're good. So head on back down the hill here. Looks like Jeff got the stringers up over here, and we're going to be providing him with some metal treads and railing for this deck. So that's looking good. You can see all the stairs are all marked out already, and that's looking real nice. So yeah, we're going to do a bracket for the bottom here. We're going to do a custom metal bracket. We've got the custom metal treads, and then we're going to do a handrail up and up around this thing. So it's looking real nice. So looks like we got quite a bit of trash here. These are the apartments we're working on. They had some damage and had to do some framing here. We reframed this entire wall. Basically, it was bulged out, and we were able to balloon frame the wall, get it to suck back in. It looks great, and got it signed off. Next, we're gonna go over here and work on these ones in the back. Next stop is gonna be Starwood, then Forest Trail, to check out the footings that we're going to be pouring today. Kind of watching the temperature here. It's pretty cold, and we got a little snow. I'm going to go see what it looks like up there, and see if we might need to postpone that pour until Friday, but we'll see. We'll see how it warms up today. It's not too bad, and if there's not too much snow up there, we're going to go ahead and go for it. So it looks like he got the window lowered. That's what we wanted. It was up in the fascia. That was a bad call by the designer. We should have caught it sooner, but now it's centered and lowered, and that's better. You could see we got rid of these two windows over here up high. Not gonna have anything there, and we moved one of them there, and one of them's on the other side. This opening is all framed out for the garage doors. All we got left is the jambs, garage jambs. I had to remove the side light on the door and center it, so that's what we have here. No more side light, and the door is just centered in the opening, so that's looking pretty good. Well, it kind of looks like the bears are still awake here. It's got a big bear paw there. They're making their way around still. They don't know it's time to go to sleep.
Cold.
All right, last stop of the morning here is going to be Forest Trail. Just want to make sure we double check everything that's been done. It's already signed off by the town, but just for good measure, we're going to double check, make sure we have everything we need here. And concrete's coming at 1 o'clock. So we're looking forward to getting that down. And moving on with the framing portion of this, where we're going to replace these posts and beams and get this thing back up to where it's functional for the winter. So it's not too bad over here on the back side. Thought there'd be more snow up here, but it's not really that bad. We got the everything's all set. So yeah, I think we're pretty much ready for concrete here. We got the buckets hung off the forms here. This is kind of what a typical footing looks like. It's got the cage down on the bottom, rebar mat. This is centered on where the beam goes here. That's the beam that took a lot of damage right there. You can see it. It squashed that beam, all the weight. A little bit squashing on that one too, but that was the worst of it that caused the biggest failure. So we're gonna get all of these poured today. We'll get our blankets out, get them all covered up. And this is that lumber that I brought up yesterday. That's what this is for. And we're gonna be in good shape, guys. Look at that tree. It almost looks like it has a tree growing inside of it. It's pretty cool. Okay, things are going pretty smooth, and it's our last day of work before the Christmas holiday. Everybody's gonna go spend time with their family, and we're not gonna have anybody back at work after today until Tuesday of next week. Definitely clouds are down low today, guys, but it's just still not quite enough to get us a substantial amount of snow, unfortunately. We're gonna check on these roofs right now. We removed them from this lower section here. This thing had a huge structural failure last year. You could see that beam and where it cracked right there. And then they came in and put steel beams right next to the existing cracked one. So this whole thing's held up by the steel now. But these lower roofs actually failed as well. So they had us go ahead and remove them. So what we've done is we got it down here on the ground and we're rebuilding it. How's it going, guys?
Good, how are you?
Good. So this is looking pretty good. Pretty much wrapping this one up here. Got all the new lumber replaced. Got the TNG on the bottom, so it looks the same, right? We put the TNG on the bottom, yeah? Yeah, so this thing's ready to go back together. Looking good. So we'll get the brackets reinstalled on the bottom after they get this last piece of fascia on. And then we're gonna put they wanna go with asphalt shingle on here. So we're gonna put that back on, have it all done, and we'll lift it back up and put it in place. Okay, we're gonna make our way back down the hill and spend the rest of the weekend doing family stuff. So we got all our work done that we needed to get up here. Guys got everything under control, looking real good. So super happy with the way things are going right now. Everything's just going nice and smooth, just how we like it. Just waiting for a little bit more snow, guys. It's trying. I can see it's trying, but it's just, even just right down here by the highway, there's just nothing. You know, you get a little bit of elevation and it starts sticking, but it's just wet down here. And should be a pretty beautiful drive home with the weather the way it is. So hopefully we'll get some good footage, get some good shots for you guys on the way back. Good old Bishop, California here. This cloud cover is unusual, and it's really, really beautiful. Makes those mountains back there seem like they're like right there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, there you go. Turn right in front of me like that. But yeah, the clouds are running real low here, and it's looking really neat. I love this kind of weather. I really enjoy. Hope you guys enjoy it too.